Hi everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Cat Chat. Thanks again for joining me today. All right, today we're going to be talking about another one of my favorite things. Now, if you know me at all, you know that I try to use sustainable items wherever I can, and I recycle, I compost, I do all of those things, and I just try to make the smallest impact on the environment that I possibly can. So that being said, today we are going to talk about sustainable paper towels. All right, so your traditional one single-use paper towels have a huge impact on the environment. They're completely unsustainable throughout every stage of their production. It promotes deforestation and chemical pollution in our fresh waters, and it's just they have a tremendous negative impact on our environment, again, from start to finish of their production, and then you're just throwing them away. So I've tried a few different things over the years, but the one that I have settled on and found that I love the most are these bamboo paper towels. So I'm going to show you the picture of them here too. I'm already using one of the other rolls here, but these last forever. So let me tell you a little bit about these. First of all, you can use them over and over and over again. Sometimes I throw them in my washing machine with my towels. Sometimes I just throw them in the dishwasher. You can do either one, whichever is handy. Whenever I run my dishwasher, I throw my towel in there that I'm currently using, because I mostly use these for dishes and cleaning up and things like that. But I'm going to show you this one that I have used and washed dozens of times. And you can see that it gets a little bit pilled up because I do throw it in with towels and things. But if you just threw it in your dishwasher, that wouldn't happen. But look at what great shape this is still in after washing it dozens and dozens of times. It's very strong. I mean, you can really pull on this thing and it doesn't move. So the other great thing about these, especially, if you use a dishcloth or a sponge, you know how nasty and stinky those things get at the sink. Even if you rinse it out every time, it still gets nasty and disgusting in a very short amount of time. These never do. They're like antimicrobial, antibacterial. They do not, that stuff doesn't grow on here. This towel has never once gotten stinky for me. And that's pretty much what I exclusively use them for, is cleaning in the kitchen and sometimes in the bathroom. It just depends. And I love that you can scrub with these things too. I mean, it doesn't have an abrasive scrubber, but if you start doing any amount of scrubbing with a traditional paper towel, it falls apart instantly, even the ones that are supposed to be super strong. But this does not. You can really scrub your heart out with these, and they still stay very strong. So many great things about these. Anyway, I bought these rolls a couple of years ago. Oh, longer than that. They last so long that at some point I finally just throw these away because I've used them so many times. But here's the great thing. You don't just throw them in the trash. You can throw these straight into your compost bin. Whether you do your own composting or city composting, these are totally compostable as well. So you're not contributing to the landfill. The entire life of this paper towel, if you want to call it that, is sustainable. So it says on here, reusable and rewashable up to 3,200 uses per pack. I think it's probably more than that. I wash these so many times, and like even the ones that I have thrown away because I've cleaned up something really nasty with it or something, like if I use it to clean up cat puke or something like that, sometimes I'll use a really old one, and then I'll put it in the compost. Anyway, just you can just reuse it so often. So anyway, I wanted to show you these because if everybody went to these as opposed to single use, just imagine the impact that you'd be having on the environment in a positive way, just to start balancing things out. Single use are convenient, that's for sure, but these are sustainable. I actually use these for napkins as well, like just as opposed to buying paper napkins. I have a little stash of these that I keep to the side, and I use those for napkins instead of traditional ones. So that about wraps it up for these. Let me just read you a little couple of things that are on the back of the pack here. It talks about it not being smelly anymore, saves money and the world. They don't fall apart. They're naturally super strong. These hold up to 22 pounds in weight, even when they're wet. You know what another thing is I use these for is painting. You know, you can see behind me, I did these paintings that are behind me, and that's acrylic paint on canvas, and I keep several of these wet next to me while I'm painting, and if I make a little mistake on the canvas, I can wipe it off real quick, or if I do a little dribble or spill, you know, I use these for painting all the time. So they just have so many uses: kitchen, bathroom, you know, any household chore, even your car, all good for that. So anyway, all right, that's going to do it for these. I hope that you will take a look at these or something similar, but as I said, I've tried other ones that are not as great as these. They're super absorbent as once you get them wet. So let me just show you what it looks like when you very first take one out. It's very nice and smooth the first time. So here you can see it's just very nice and flat and smooth. They're perforated, so you can just tear them off like that, just like a regular paper towel. And once you get them wet, they're very absorbent. So anyway, all right, that's about all I have to say about these. I hope you'll give them a try to help take one more little step towards keeping our environment clean. Of course, I am going to put a link for that down below, so you can have easy access to it. If this video was helpful to you, please be sure to like and subscribe. You know how much I appreciate your support. All right, that's going to do it for another edition of Cat Chat. Until next time, I hope you have an amazing day. You know you all deserve it. Mwah.